So in the last video, we talked about swapping photos on a page or a two-page spread. And suppose you wanted to get a photo from another part of the book to the page that you're working on. That's what I'm going to show you how to do right now.
So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to go down here to Pages, which is one of our ways to navigate to a different page. And I am going to jump ahead. If you remember, when I was quickly going through parts of the book, I noticed immediately that I thought these cookies looked out of place in the photo shoot, the little mini photo shoot we had with Nora and her dad, Glenn, my husband. So immediately I know I don't want these cookies on this spread, and I might not even want this photo. This photo's a fun photo and I might want it somewhere else, but definitely I don't want these cookies. If you turn to the next page, you'll see that I've got another photo here on this page that looks like it was taken right at the same time we took those other two photos of Nora and Glenn. And this is a photo that I'd like to have on the previous page with those other ones. So there are a few different ways one might go about doing it. One way is that you select the photo and you go to Advanced, you go to Edit, and you click on Copy, which also is Command-C. So if you don't want to do all this menu work, you can just use your keystrokes, Command-C. And then you go back to the page before, where I just was. You click on the page, and you can go up to Advanced. You can go to Edit. You can click Paste. Or you could have just done Command-V. Now what that will do is put the photo exactly in the same location that it was on the previous page. But I'm going to show you another way to do this. It's more closer to swapping without quite swapping photos, because let's suppose I really wanted this layout to stay exactly as it is. So I'm going to click this right now, and I'm going to just hit the delete button, or I could hit trash. Again, remember, I'm not deleting the photo, I'm just taking it off this page. So another way, and this is the way I want to show you because it's closer to swapping photos, is I would click the photo here, and I could look down and I can find the photo, and here it is, that I want to place here. Again, it's the exact same photo that is here, but I want it to stay in this layout. So I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to get some choices. I could replace the photo. That means replace the photo that's already here. I could add this photo to the page, which would be kind of like what I just did with the pasting, but then I'd have the same problem of having too many photo wells, and then I'd have to fuss with the layouts. Of course, I could apply it as a page background or as a two-page background, but all I want to do is replace the photo right now. So I'm just going to click Replace Photo. There it is. It is still on the previous, on the next page, and since I know I don't want to have it in two places twice, I have a couple of options. I could just delete it right now by selecting it, or I could go and click Hide Used Photos, and lo and behold, there's that cookie photo. And since I haven't yet decided whether or not I would like to use this photo, I figure I might as well just put it in here and replace it. So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to go to Replace Photo.
And now I know I haven't
Accidentally duplicated my photos. For instance, this photo is no longer in two places, and the cookie photo is no longer in two places. Now, I want to show you one more thing about swapping photos that some people try to do and it doesn't work. I'm going to unclick Hide Used Photos, and let's say for whatever reason we wanted to take this photo that is of Glenn and Nora and just swap it with this teacup, which no one would really want to do, but let's pretend we did. So I've seen people try to take the photo and use the moving icon, which are these crosshairs, and drag the photo back down into the photo media tray. And that just doesn't work, and they get frustrated because while that might be an intuitive thing to do, it actually just doesn't work for us. So if you want to swap photos with photos that are not already on your page or spread, but they exist somewhere in your media tray and or in your book, you have to start from down here and drag up to swap or replace. okay? So you can't replace in the other direction. I'm going to hit undo. So now that we've gone over all the different ways to swap or trade places, replace photos, the next thing that I'm noticing here is that as I'm looking at this spread, first of all, this isn't a lot of space for Nora and Glenn, and I really don't want this fourth picture of Nora on this spread. So I really only want 3 photos on this spread. So in the next video, I'm going to talk to you about changing layouts.